Hello, Stephan here with Liquidity with a video about how to pronounce German vowel combinations, such as all of these here. Liquidity. German vowel combinations are fairly consistent, however, they're not completely logical. The AU combination, or AU, is the only one that's really logical in phonetic ways. Unlike Italian and Spanish, which are very logical, where you actually sound out each vowel and the combinations are one sound gliding into another one, German is consistent, but it is not as logical. This is the only logical one, the AU. For English speakers who are studying German, no two vowel combinations are more confusing than these two. With these two vowel combinations, you have words like receive and retrieve, which are both pronounced with a long E sound in the middle, but they're spelled completely the opposite. And then you have words like either, which can be pronounced in different ways, depending on what part of the world you're in, and also based on personal preference, right? So let's start with these 4-letter combinations. So all of these are pronounced I in German. All of these are pronounced I in German. The ones with the Y in it, A-Y, E-Y, are archaic, and you will still see them in people's personal names and maybe some city names. But really they're very, very, very rare in actual words that people use. They're very archaic. So very commonly you will see words that have A-I or E-I in it, and they're always pronounced like an I. And here are some examples. Der Leib, der Mai. Das Ei, der Leib. So these two words are both pronounced Leib, but depending on how they're spelled, they have specific meanings. One means loaf, and the other one means body. This letter combination, in German we would say IE, is always producing a long E sound. The article die is the perfect example for that. And then we have a couple more words. Die Liebe, schieben, riechen. Very, very common. So IE is always pronounced like a long E sound. The E is really silent. It just serves the purpose of elongating the E in this case. This letter combination is the only one that's actually logical. And it's pronounced the same as in Italian or in Spanish. A-U glides together as an AU sound. So we have words like kaufen, der Baum, der Schaum, der Raum. To make an Oi sound in German, most likely you will see this letter combination. In German, we would say E. U. Or sometimes you will see this letter combination, U, especially if it is a word that is the plural or somehow a modification of a word that has an AU in it. So for instance, we have the singular Baum and the plural Bäume. So in this case, you can see the relationship, but pronounced quite differently, right? So both of those are Oi sounds. Here are some examples. Heute, die Leute, räumen, schäumen. There are a few exceptions. For instance, this word, which looks like it should be Museum, is actually Museum, Museum. Or this word, and the only context that I can think of is either a personal name, like the last name of somebody. There's actually a famous soccer player in Germany that has that last name. Or if you talk about the Gospel according to Matthew. In German, that's called Matthäus. In those two cases, the ä and the u are separated. They're not pronounced like an oi, but as an ä-u. Two separate sounds. Double vowels simply elongate the vowel. So you have words like das Boot, das Meer, das Haar. All of these are long vowels. These three combinations that you will sometimes see are really replacements for the umlauts. So a-e can be spelled instead of a, o-e can be spelled instead of ö, or u-e can be a spelling instead of ü. German, just like English, has a lot of loan words in it. Some of them have been added more recently. Some of them have been part of the German language for a long time. Those words, as a rule, usually should be pronounced close to the original language. So you have words like, for instance, der Tourist, which is from French, but it's also spelled the same as the English word. So in this case, you have OU, which is not really found in original German words, but it's pronounced like an U sound, just like as in French, as in English in this case. But it's not per se a German word, but it's used very, very commonly. So it is part of German parlance, but it's pronounced in an atypical way. And we don't really have the OU combination in German words, really. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please click on like and consider subscribing to my channel if you like these sorts of videos. Take care, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye. Tschüss.